Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Lebanon Board of Park Commissioners meeting. I'd like to call the meeting to order and let the record show all members are present except Karen Galvin. If everyone's had a chance to look at the February minutes, I'd entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
I move that
I have a motion. We have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion carried. Under old business this evening, Kevin, are you first or?
I'd just like to introduce you with the Envoy. They will be
Okay.
doing the West Side Park and taking care of the BOT there. And Sarah, would you like to get up and speak? Sure you would. Jump up here. Yeah. So we're in a partnership, and there again, I'll let her take over.
Okay.
Good evening. It's good to see everyone again. We're just here to say we're really looking forward to working with you all on the West Side Park, taking it from the master plan that we worked with you all on into implementation. So we really appreciate the opportunity and looking forward to this process.
Hello, Connor Britt with Envoy. Looking forward to working with you all and really appreciate the opportunity and looking forward to earning your trust and learning more about y'all. So thank you.
Thank you. Kevin?
Yes, on that note, I do have a couple of housekeeping issues on that note. So, as you know, we've recently went through the BOT RFPQ process, and we've received 6 very qualified proposals. Those were all scored by our scoring committee, and as you know, Envoy came out ahead in that scoring. It was a very close scoring process. And we're excited to continue working with that team, especially continuing to work with the V3 team who did the conceptual master plan. You had a draft memorandum of recommendation sent to you with your meeting packet. I have that document in front of me as well as a draft scoping agreement. So really the only action for you tonight is we're just, I am making a recommendation that we move forward into the scoping period with the Envoy team. I just want to be clear, just procedurally speaking, legally speaking, we are recommending, I am recommending on behalf of the selection committee that you approve the selection of the Envoy team and for the limited purpose of entering into the scoping period for the West Side Park, subject to the execution of a scoping agreement that is subject to further legal review and asking that you authorize the mayor to sign that. So just to, I guess, be clear in terms of what we're asking you for tonight is an approval of our recommendation for the Envoy team and an approval of the scoping agreement subject to legal review and authorizing the mayor to sign on your behalf. And again, this is just an authorization to proceed with the scoping period, not to proceed with construction. This is not a recommendation of a BOT agreement award under Indiana Code 523. So these are sort of the legal things that we have to say. So at this point, we've interviewed teams, we've selected a team. We now have work ahead of us to go through this scoping period. That scoping period will be bound by this scoping agreement that is, as I said, still subject to legal review and execution. So for tonight, I'm asking that you just need to take a vote to approve that recommendation and approve that scoping agreement subject to further legal review. And then we will continue that process. And we'll come back to you, continue to update you as we go through the scoping period. We're probably talking about I don't know, a 4 to 6 month scoping period before construction would start. At the end of the scoping period, that's when you would see a guaranteed maximum price and a BOT agreement that would require further public hearings and execution before we move forward. So for tonight, though, we're just asking that you approve our recommendation for this team and allow us to move forward with the scoping process.
Want those under two motions?
I think it can all be under one. It's just, in fact, if I can craft it here, if that's okay, then someone could simply say so moved. So it would be my recommendation that someone would forward a motion to the board to approve the scoring committee, the selection committee's recommendation to select Envoy Development for the limited purpose of entering into a scoping period to further define the scope, design, budget, and financing for the West Side Park, subject to a scoping period agreement that is subject to further legal review, and hereby authorizing the mayor to execute said scoping agreement when it has reached legal approval. That would be what we're asking for.
So moved.
Thank you.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Diane? Oh, Jessica. Okay. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you so much. I do want to also recognize Scott Senefeld is in the room with Veritas, our owner's rep on the project. We've been very instrumental in helping us get to this point and helping us sort through all these proposals and helping us through that scoring and interview process. So the team at Veritas, especially including Scott, has been instrumental in this process. Thank you.
That's it?
That's it for that item. I'm happy to give my update.
Wait a minute. Kevin, you never do off that easy.
I'm gonna say that was great.
Oh, man, now you're hurting my feelings. Gosh. Engineering department update on other projects around the city. Whit Road project, we now have all agreements approved. Agreements for the purchase of right-of-way that will include the new trail along Whit Road. Those final checks for the final 6 right-of-way parcels will go to City Council for approval of those claims next week. And then we'll complete our buying process and then move towards our bidding, which is in October. Noble Street, I think I've updated you guys on this, but I guess it never hurts to go over it again. We've had a lot of coordination issues with the massive electrical infrastructure that is on Noble Street. I'm sure you've seen the 80-foot tall galvanized steel poles that were recently and somewhat surprisingly installed along our road down there. So we've been working with our friends at Duke Energy on that. And essentially what I think we are proposing is that we're going to have to shift our road about 5 foot south and put all of our pedestrian improvements on the south side of the road. So it'll be a wider sidewalk than the normal 5 foot. It will be a 6 foot sidewalk that will connect the Big Four Trail there along East Street. It will connect to a new trail entrance going in at the former Conservation Club site. It will include a speed table that will help pedestrians get across north and south at between Hot Pond and Admiral Longley Park, as well as I think we're going to do another speed table at Hamilton Street because of the limited room for pedestrian infrastructure on the north side of the road. We're going to allow for a mid-block crossing there. So just want to update you on that as that moving forward and really will help and change and improve the access in and around Admiral Longley Park. This would also tee up Hamilton Street, goes right into the properties that the park system now owns or the city owns now as part of the park system where the transmission lines came through, not the Duke Energy project, but the Lebanon Utilities utility line project, their 69 kV project. So we have a parcel right there. That speed table will go directly into that parcel. someday. That could be another entrance to the park. That could be another parking opportunity for park access. It's right on the north side of the football fields, just east of Timmons Feeds. So it seems to make sense. Again, we're not happy about all the coordination or lack thereof and the work we've had to do to get around the electrical equipment that's in that corridor, but we think this is the best solution we can come up with. So if there's no questions there, that's really only my update there. But keep in mind, it's not a project that goes to construction until 2029, so we have some more time to think about it.
On Hamilton Street, it comes in close to where the elevator is right now.
It's right on the east side of that elevator, so it would go right into, if we were to build an entrance directly south from Hamilton Street, it would go right into those parcels that we exchanged parcels with.
Okay.
Lebanon Utilities for the ground storage tank. Those are the parcels that we got in exchange for that ground storage tank area.
Okay.
So could be another opportunity as we continue to see more development investment in the park. That's really the only updates I have for you on road projects that also include trails and park amenities. Jumping to our traditional park projects. Let's see, let's talk about we mentioned the Old Street Garage. I don't think I have to mention that anymore, other than I will point out that all of our demolition is now complete. Invoicing has all been turned in, so that does sort of close out that phase of the project. We kept track of all material that had to be hauled off that went to a specialized facility due to the potential contamination there. We've also kept track of any clean fill that had to be brought in from another certified facility. So essentially, that site is now ready for the scoping period and hopefully eventually the Envoy team as we march towards an eventual BOT agreement. The Admiral Long Perimeter Path, the weather's beginning to break, so we are looking at that. That contractor also has some intersection improvements up at Elizaville and Elm Swamp Road. They are planning to mobilize week after next for that paving project on the intersection. We're hoping we'll be able to keep them around and then roll right into that trail paving project. Trying to get that done as early in June as we can, as it is my understanding that we are also planning to reinstitute Symphony at Sunset in late June. So probably speaking out of turn. Probably someone else is supposed to make that announcement, but the mayor's office is working towards bringing that back.
Okay.
A lot more details to come on that one, though. The Admiral Langley Park Storage Building, lots of work happening down there. Since we've last met, block work for the overhead doors. That work really started and is really wrapped up at this point, working through some issues with getting all those overhead doors completely installed and complete, but all the lintels, all the block work is now complete on that. Concrete aprons in front of those garage doors were supposed to happen this week due to all the rain. That's getting pushed back till next week. So that's the next major milestone. We'll see us beginning to see some of the concrete take shape on the outside. And with that, that's really all the park updates I have for you.
I have a question for you, and if I should know this, I just don't remember. Where on John Bart Road, where the new Central is located.
Yep.
There's a blacktop trail that goes, kind of north and south there,
Yes.
but then it just abruptly ends.
It does.
What's the future of that, or is there a future?
At some point, we'd like to see that continue all the way up north until it intersects with Elizaville Road. Is that right? Yes, Elizaville Road. And at this time, though, those smaller homestead lots to the north side of the new Central, of the bus garage, those are not in city limits. So that's the reason why that trail stops where it does. At some point, we'd like to pick up, go across those properties, continue across the rest of the school properties and further on and so forth. But there's only so much we can do with the right of way that we have. That trail, that portion of the trail was paid for by the school. So this is one of the things that's in our Unified Development Ordinance as projects come in, whether it be a private developer or a school, they have to upgrade the adjacent roads. They have to widen those roads. They have to dedicate right of way. Depending on the hierarchy of the road, they also have to build trails and or sidewalks.
Great, eventually, if that were to happen. John Bart is just frequently used for a lot of bikers.
Yes.
And, as in, pedaling bike.
Yes, no.
Bikers. And as the traffic has increased along there, it's becoming increasingly, a little less safe. So having that, dedicated area is really, really a help.
Yeah. We've added 2 stop signs along there, and the ones at Fordyce, we've added flashing stop signs there to really try to slow some traffic down as it goes through the corridor. Last speed study we did had vehicles hitting over 100 mile an hour on John Bart Road. So it's, it's transitioning as development pushes out, as new residential neighborhoods are coming in around that. New ones have been preliminarily filed as well. The school projects, there's more school projects you probably saw in the paper announced further to the north. So there's a lot more things happening there. And as the density of activity continues to increase there, hopefully we'll see traffic slow down when it's really no longer a county road section. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
I have a question when you're talking about the trails at Abner Longley, those are the perimeter trail that you're talking about?
There is. So it's actually 2 pieces of trail. There's a trail that picks up at the entrance to the parking lot on the south side of the football field and continues down all the way around the softball field, the pickleball courts, goes up and connects into the trail on Hendricks Drive, the Big 4 trail. There's also another piece of trail that will connect from the trail that goes along the west side of the pond that went to the fishing pier and connected the parking lot to the Big 4. That trail will then be extended along the south side of the pond. There's kind of an existing old gravel road there that you can see. So that will be paved with a trail that will go from there all the way out to the Big 4. So you'll have a loop that will go all the way around the pond connecting the Big 4. And then you'll have a bigger loop that goes all the way around the park as well. And all that's under this contract that'll be completed this spring.
Are we still planning the lighting? Is that in this contract, or will that be?
The lighting is not in this contract,
Okay.
but we already own those light poles. We purchased
Right.
those light poles with American Rescue Plan money year before last. And those are in storage in the barn down there. Billy knows those poles all too well. They've had to move them, I think, 3 or 4 times now. We have a separate contract citywide that studied street lighting, and that contract is also going to. It's similar to a BOT contract that will also include the construction of a significant amount of lighting this year. And one of those projects, those lighting projects that will be included, will be lighting the perimeter of the park.
A quick question on the park. I feel like it was brought up. I'm assuming the demolition was done last week. You said the demolition of the street department that's being
It
taken.
was done about 2 weeks ago, but yes,
2
it's
weeks
done.
ago.
Yeah.
Was that the loud pounding?
Was it a lot of pounding? I'm sure there was some pounding. There was some jackhammers that had to be used to break up concrete and foundations. Yes.
Curious in the makeup of this, since it is so close to residential homes, is there any thought of putting noise buffers in? I feel like the question was asked when we were talking about master plans and such of kids, skate parks, everything else. Like Memorial has a decent amount of land around
Sure.
everything, but
Yeah.
this would be next door. I mean, we're talking less than 100 feet away from residential areas.
Yeah. There's 3 houses along the south side, along Camp Street, and I couldn't tell you how many houses back up to it on the east side. To the north, we really have a storage area. But yes, the landscape plan has a pretty substantial landscape buffer around the perimeter of the park that hopefully will add to some of that. And the more intense uses like the skate park area that will probably see the most activity, maybe get a little louder than the other areas, is pushed up next to Lafayette Avenue. So hopefully that will help as well. And we can, that's where we're at this point. We have a concept plan. So as we go through the BOT process and we go through scoping, we go through the actual design of the project. Those are things I'm sure Sarah would be able to help us with, is how we can continue to think about landscape plans that will help to defray some of the sound that comes off the park. I got a great idea about covering the skate park, which maybe will cut sound down as well. So.
Okay, any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any new business to come before the board? Except the symphony. Thanks, Kevin. Okay, so we're ready for the director's report.
Yeah, I want to echo what Kevin said. Scott's done a great job helping us out with Veritas, and again, working with Sarah and Envoy, and there again, we're also Hunger Skate Parks, going to be world class is I think the word, but also the scoping committee and overseeing committee. Want to thank them for all their time, Jessica and Mayor Gentry, Derek Warren, and Keith Campbell from the council. Want to thank them for all their time also, and just appreciate it, and really excited. 1.5 years, can you think we'll be ribbon cutting here? That's pretty exciting. I think it's awesome. A lot of hard work went. I think we've spent about 2 years on this. Again, I have a lot of community input with community open houses and surveys, and they're very successful. And I was surprised at the turnout and the number that we had. But again, thanks to that team that we have, I think we got a great team. So looking forward to all the work there. Going on with the report, we've completed brush cutting on the Big Four Trail. All we have left to do is some chipping, and when we get some drier weather, we'll get that cleaned up. Lebanon Utilities work has begun out there on the trailhead. I don't know if you've noticed big construction trucks. They will go all the way on the other side of the 65 on the Big Four, tearing it up. They're putting pipes in and working on the lift station out there. What they will do when they get done, they'll renovate it and put new parking lot in. So we'll have nice new asphalt parking lot and trail all the way to there. And I'm working with Jason Lawson from the street department, DPW. He's putting in an ask for some funding, and we can hopefully correct the trail. That slag steel has made it pucker in a lot of places. It's several, 10, 15 years old. It just hadn't held up very well. We've tried to patch it, and it needs repaired. It needs replaced. So we're going to work with him and the council and see if we can't get some monies for that, so we can it'd be safer. We had a couple of snowstorms this past month. Hopefully it's the last of it. Diane, you were talking about that trail. Yes, the Big Four, the trail going out around the school, we also take care of that also. That's on our plate now. So just thought you'd know that all the way out Fordyce. We do plow that, salt it, and take care of it.
John Bart?
All the way down to John Bart to the bus station. Yeah, it's quite a bit extra that we do. And we always try and we take care of Stokes, the trail that goes along there, the safe routes to schools or whatever. So we've taken care of that the whole time once they put this in. Yeah, that's ours. It's kind of linear park. I don't know what you call it, but it's on our plate too. And I think we've done a real good job. The guys really work hard for us, so I appreciate that. The restroom at Memorial Park, some bad news here. It's been down for a week. We had some real issues from previous construction there, so it'll be down the rest of the week. We should try and open it up by Friday, but we got excavators out there. Thanks to Jason Kaler Plumbing. He came out and helped us locate some issues that we have. We have some breakage. There again, there were some I don't know what caused it. I'm pretty sure the pea gravel underneath the sewage lines that need to replace. So we're cutting through asphalt, digging it up. Luckily, it's on pavement, so nothing's going to slow them down this rain. They work in the rain, so hopefully we'll have that corrected. We've been messing with the sewage issue for several years, so we're fixing it now correctly. Going to cost quite a bit, tens of thousands, but hopefully the council will allow it because the work's being done as we speak. So there you go. But yeah, anyway, that was nice on that beautiful day we had Saturday to get phone calls about, hey, you have some issues. And anyway, it'll be fixed. I want to thank the maintenance department. They did go down and open the other restroom in Memorial Park. We have notations on the front of the other restroom. So we do have a restroom available to them over by the playground, the other restroom. This one that we have stays open 24 hours, but obviously it'll be down until Friday, Saturday. Look at social media and we'll probably post something on the signage to take care of that so everybody knows, because it is used quite a bit, to say the least, with as many walkers we have. And the old merry-go-round at the Memorial Park, it's seen its better days, so we had to take it out. With all the people that were out there Saturday, I think it went down Friday afternoon, and we yanked it out. It's gone for good. We can't get bearings. It's older than I am, I think. So it's a shame to see it go, but probably a good thing, too. So we'll probably be looking at getting more equipment when we get some funding. We've been moving equipment around Thompson Street, like Kevin said. Moving those light poles. What do we have, 24 of them or something? And see, double that, 55, and they are heavy. But appreciate the guys moving them to allow the guys doing our lighting and all the work down there, the contractors, giving them some freedom. We were cleaning and making repairs at the football building. Where we are with youth football, there's a new league that's come in. Youth football, as we knew it, Lebanon Youth Football League has dissolved. Now it's Lebanon Tiger Football, I believe it is. They haven't decided whether they're playing at the high school or down at Abner Longley. There again, Nick Parr is the president, and I've spoke with him a couple of times now, and they had a meeting last night. Still haven't decided where they are going to locate. Obviously, it's a great setup down there, but we're getting the building kind of to our standards, and then we'll probably do a MOU or just a gentleman's agreement, basically in writing, no contractual thing or anything like that with them, but kind of carry on the same way that the other league was doing. I want to thank Larry Saranto and his family and all the many, many volunteers over the years and years out there at youth football. My boy played, I don't know how many games I've seen, but had a lot of volunteers and a lot of people that made that thing work. I hate to see it not utilized, but we'll find another use if that should happen. But again, Larry Saranto was the president and did an outstanding job down there. And so much volunteer. I think he voluntold all his family. They were down there too. So many, many hours and many, many volunteers that hopefully we can keep that league going. I have confidence in Nick Parr, the new president, that he will do the right thing and keep the league going down there. There again, we've also currently working on finalizing all aspects of the park impact fee. I want to thank Jessica and the team there. We've done a survey on all the park amenities along with pricing them and things for the park impact fee. That's moving along pretty smoothly. Ben Bonnetrager's kind of heading that, our planning director. I want to thank him for his time. Also working with Baker Tilly, just finalizing a lot of things. Hopefully we'll have that done, wrapped up by April. I think there's kind of a deadline there that we're shooting for. So everything seems to be going well there, but it's a lot of time consuming and a lot of meetings. Jessica's just a trooper. She's sticking with it. Appreciate it. Last month, we attended a presentation on work zone safety at the municipal building. I want to thank IMPA and the utilities for paying for all that and taking care of us. We have one a month, and it's really good to have those meetings, and nice safety, good training. And we also had a few guys go preparing for the pesticide training at Purdue. Always like to, you aren't required to have license by the state, but my requirements are we do. I think more knowledge and education is always good when you're around kids and treating properties. And we treat all our 200 acres, so I always want them educated. Programs and events. Love Inc. hosted a 5K walk this past Saturday. Had a great turnout. They had over 50 attendees. Weather was perfect. Look forward to them again next year. I think this is their, I'm not sure, the second or third year, I believe they've done that, and really nice turnout. This weekend, we'll be holding our first lifeguard certification class at Lebanon High School. The next class will be held in April. Looking forward to our 2026 season. We've hired 40 over our last 2 open interviews, over 40 seasonal help, lifeguards and concession, but the majority of them being lifeguards. We've got all our managers, captains in place, and that's always good. So there's a lot of winter work that we accomplished. I want to thank the ladies in the office that took care of that, and Thomas for doing these classes. Our 2026 Pickleball Spring League is now open for registration. This league will run on Thursday evenings at Memorial Park. Costs $30 per team and will begin April 9th. You can visit our website for more information or give us a call at the office. Our annual Easter egg hunt will take place on Saturday, April 4th. We'll begin the special needs hunt at 9:30 with the 3 age group hunts starting at 10:30. Our age groups are 2 to 4, 5 to 7, and 8 to 10. Each hunt will include a special egg, and whoever finds it will receive a prize from the Parks Department. And make sure to visit the Easter Bunny on your way out and get pictures taken as well. Hope to see you. And I want to thank Mrs. Bohannon's class at the high school. They're stuffing the millions of eggs that we are going to have for Easter. So lots of chocolate, and it's a free event. And hope everybody can get out to see that. And have any questions? That's it.
I have a question on the impact fees. What you're doing then is finalizing the procedure, and then we can start using the impact fees.
Yes, we did
Okay.
that. We have already done it. I think we have about $600,000 or $700,000 in that account.
Right.
And there again, that's where we bought the property to tie into Westfield on at Midland
Oh, we
Trace. We
had
bought
used
that.
cars, yeah.
And we bought a couple of properties around the park, like Kevin was saying, where we swap properties too with utilities. But we purchased a couple properties along Abner Longley. Did one this last winter that was also within park impact fee. Every 4 years you have to do this. So it's just kind of an upgrade. There's a bill at the state, I think, SB, or I'm not sure what the number is, but 28 pages. I've got through a few of it. I think there's a June deadline and then it switches. Jessica, maybe you've read that 28 pages. I haven't got through it myself. Anyway, but I think June is the deadline. That's the big yellow letter that I saw, June 28th, and we'll be done way before then. We've been collecting those since the growth that we've been having, the growth spurt in the last 4 years. So it's
Well, I
due
knew
up
we
again.
had, but
Yeah.
I didn't know, and I knew we had purchased property.
Yes, yeah. We've used that there again. We'll use it on several different things, and property is probably the best investment that we can do. Yeah,
So you
And-
have to revisit it every 4 years?
every 4 years. Yeah,
Okay.
and I don't know. There are some changes in there. I was just. I'm not a speed reader, so I have to read things 5 times to get it clear in my head. So,
But that's okay. I
Yeah.
just wonder because I thought we had already used it.
yes, yeah.
And
But
the
our
way I
inve-
read that, we were still.
I think
sending
they
it in.
upgraded just like this. We've had obviously more ground. We've had more playgrounds. We've had, and you got to stay intact. And there again, there's a system in there. Yeah. So Deb Schmucker helped us from Cornerstone on that for our inventory, and she did our master planning. We were talking earlier too. I will say, Kevin, don't know what we're doing with that front area along Noble Street. But if you remember, our master plan had some ideas out there, a little picnic area and all that. as Kevin said, there's restraints because of KV 69 that goes through there. But I think croquet was even in there, if I'm not mistaken, and a little shelter. But that would be nice across there, and it'll be nice to have safety going there. There again, that is going to be funded by a grant. I didn't know Kevin said that. It's 2029. They've kind of moved up the scheduling on that, on the work that'll go on there on Noble Street. But I think it'll be great crossing and a lot safer.
Are you talking more of the house and the garage?
Now that on Noble Street, what Kevin was talking about, where they're slowing them down, slowing traffic, like roundabouts or what have you. Yeah, that front area, that grassy area, where the old Cons Club used to be. There's that gravel driveway in between the gravel and the driveway that goes to the dog park.
Okay.
That
okay.
big grassy area out front. Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
that was in the master plan.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to do with the KV 69, but yeah, it'll. Yeah, we do have plans, just we have a lot of other things on the list. And yeah, we are looking at some kind of event, again, a symphony. Joe LePage is leading that charge on that for looking at 26th, 27th, Friday or Saturday night before the 4th of July, which would be there the end of June. A lot of things going on there. So looking at a different symphony because I think the one from Indianapolis is quite expensive. That's why we did away with that, or the group that was holding it before. But yeah, I hope it happens. Parks is ready for it, so it'd be great, especially if all the projects done down there. With that project too of the trail that he's talking about at Abner, disc golf pads are going in. That was part of that project also. That'll complete all the disc golf. There's 18 holes. They didn't have concrete pads to throw their disc golf, and that's part of that project. They'll probably do it first before they dig into mud and all the dirt and going around the trail, but that's up to them, yeah. But that's part of that project too, and being paid for through that monies. And that's all I had. Any questions?
A question for you. Is that remote control area still in use?
Yeah, RC course.
Yeah.
Yes,
It is,
they
okay.
hold a couple tournaments a year, and there's people from Michigan and Ohio, Illinois, all around. I think Kentucky too. But they do a real nice job policing it themselves. There again, we should probably share that on our website. I haven't done it, but yeah, there's quite a few events down there. I think they have a couple anyway, big ones, but they're down there all the time on the weekends. And same thing with our disc golf. I was just out, saw 4 or 5 guys, said how great our disc golf course is. And it's rated like 4.7, I think, on their, and they said you get the pads in there and it's go time. And they said that it'll be a 5, perfect 5. So there you go. I'm excited about that though, to get that done. We also have pads on each one of them or stakes that are being done locally, some metal posts, and with it we'll have identification on each hole like a golf hole, only it's disc golf. It will show trees and all that and distances. Real important. These guys are serious. They have disc golf golf bags and pole carts. It's crazy. Yeah.
That's cool.
There you go. And don't call
Something
it
for everybody.
Don't call it frisbee. I'll just say that it's disc golf. Yes. And that's all I had.
Any other questions for John?
Thank you.
Okay. If everyone's had a chance to look over the claims, I'd entertain a motion to approve the claims.
I move that we approve the claims as presented.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? There's nothing else to come before the board this evening. I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion carried. Thank you for joining us this evening.